Previously on Feed the Beast.
Sorry about being dead. This is an AI construct.
Like a ghost?
Yeah. Well, we can go with that. I guess we got a bit of catching up to do.
Sure. Yeah, what do you want to catch up with? The last, 7 years?
You need to combine those pieces with my work. The code base. It's still on those servers. It's out of Night City. It's some old abandoned town.
Holy shit, I was not dreaming.
Real coffee.
Real Jane.
We're gonna bone knit it.
What's the other options we have?
Having a broken leg for 2 weeks? Oh, okay. You can understand rat?
I can interpret what he's saying to me. We're best friends after all.
Wax and Spitfire have never questioned that.
No, it's...
They've just been like, fucking sure.
And now...
A little later in the evening, a light comes on the computer suite, and a faint beeping is heard.
Wax will investigate.
So the computer has detected movement on a camera.
Which camera and where?
A very, very spotty feed comes up on a big holographic screen in the middle of the space. Seems to show the ramp down to the parking garage.
Right, yeah.
Which is where we were. We did shut it. And we...
You did shut it?
And
Yes.
we did.
Yeah.
And in between hitching, you see two figures approach. They are small, and they scurry up to the ramp, and they look over their shoulders back the way they came for a few moments. Concentration roll. Anyone who's looking at the feed, are you looking at a sprocket?
Awake? I wouldn't even know what the fuck is going on.
You're not with it enough to know what's going on.
Come
but
as like an
the
alarm.
pain is almost gone.
Oh, that's nice.
I rolled in total a 9, so not very good.
10, I'm no better.
Hey, you beat it by one,
nice.
though.
Hey!
you are enough better. That's probably kick and scratch.
Oh, it looks like our red friends.
A small figure comes skating up to them before kicking into a slide, and they jog to a halt as the skates retract into their feet. They are a female figure. Looks like they're wearing combat pants maybe, and just like a bikini top style thing. It's hard to tell, and like a shock of hair above. And she walks over to them. The two of them point down the ramp.
Son of a bitch.
And a brief conversation goes back and forth. The new figure that you're not familiar with, a claw extends from her hand, and she reaches it out to kick or scratch, you can't tell which one, and toys it under their chin for a second, and they stay very still. She nicks one of them across the face, and they stay perfectly still. They don't even flinch. And she laughs, and then pats one of them on the head, and they scurry off. She raises up as her skates come out of her cyber feet, and then she skates away.
Can I ask a question? This is just for my own benefit.
Yeah.
The skates that come out of her feet, are they blades? Like, are they in one line? Or are they like...
four?
They're in line. They're definitely in line, yeah.
Well, then she sucks and she's lame, all right? Roller skates are where is that?
As a
Not lame blades.
As a rollerblader in my youth, I disagree.
It's a hot topic, obviously.
Is this where the podcast comes to an end?
Yeah, I'm
this is
leaving.
Too
unreconcilable
much.
difference.
Team is broken up.
By this time, I think while all that's been happening on the cameras and the feeds, Spitfire's taken that time to get his bearings, and he just kind of sees everyone up, kind of eyes glued to this screen. What are we all looking at? What's going on?
There is scary bitch lady standing at entrance. The rats told her where we were.
Was it one of Z-Man's crew or
Jane sighs. Maelstrom.
fuck?
She calls herself Twist. She's got two friends as well. You know those kids?
Yeah.
We come across them as well.
Do you know the friends' names?
Yeah. Judge and Sheer. 3 sisters.
Well, that sounds ominous. They're with 2 kids?
The rats, look, They permit them to live.
I'm a little foggy here, both literally
I
and
know,
metaphorically.
Hun. I know, Hun. Sit down.
And he takes a seat. Did those kids who knew where we were just got bitch lady who can apparently slice the shit out of people to let her know where we are as well?
Yeah.
Well, you must have made a nice impression on them because they waited until you were safely in here
It
before
looked like she was
selling you out.
threatening them. She cut their faces.
They're called rats. I mean, they're going to rat us out.
That's right.
I mean,
It is a assumption. Vlad, I'm addressing it, okay? You stand your ground. Rats are peaceful creatures. Vlad's like chittering his teeth and like hunching his back a little.
Look, Wax turns inwards.
I don't begrudge the kids for doing what they did. Jane, remind me, what's generally the next plan of action for a group like the Maelstrom?
Well, this is their turf. You're on it. They're either going to catch us when we try and bug out of here, or if they get impatient, cut their way in.
I'm assuming chatting's not going to be on the agenda.
Computer, can you play back the point where she gets her wolves out? That's their negotiation tactics right there. And it's not a threat. That's fun.
Pardon my language, but I'm going to fucking ram my fist down her throat.
These three, they're pretty bad news, and for a nice variety of different reasons. So I understand the sentiment, and I probably would have done the same myself, but I'm saying it ain't going to be quite as easy as that.
Well,
Okay, fist, grenade, whatever we find, we put down throat.
And he looks around.
You'll be doing the city a service.
He looks around and says, okay, well, besides fists, what do we have in
Nod's
this?
got his biotoxin arrows, which he holds up. If I can land these, then all the armor in the world ain't going to matter.
Oh, sweet. He's got biotoxin ones. That's the ones I don't have.
You want to borrow a few of these?
Oh, I've been waiting to get my hands on these for a while. I'll
He
trade
splits his 5 with you. And
fucking biotoxin arrows, man. These things are amazing.
Yeah.
These are
We're all
expensive.
having fun now.
Where'd you scavenge these from?
Well, we actually make them out of a mold you only find out here in the hot zone. Some kind of dangerous mutation.
Huh.
Look, we're going to take this nice and slow. We have the advantage. We can hold out on them. We know that they are out there, so it's not a problem. It's chill. We'll hold up for a couple more days. We'll get it so it's Spitfire, you can actually fucking walk.
Beautiful.
You know? And then we'll go out there with a battle plan. And we'll fucking ice these guys.
Sprocket, you spend the evening watching movies or working out? What do you spend the evening doing?
Yeah, doing like a half exercise, half not Zumba with like martial arts.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
Bit
it's
of
kind
Aikido training?
yeah, like she's not graceful, but just keeping her body moving essentially.
Well, Nod offers to spar with you. Do you take that up?
Sure. Is there any place you don't want me to hit? Just for
Not like free sparring. I just thought you could show me a couple of things.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Go easy on me, huh?
Yeah, I didn't want you to look like me as baby with no teeth.
Yeah.
It would be funny though.
Yeah, but no, yeah. If you want to, try things on me, that's kind of cool. Human perception.
Nice.
Is this human perception? This is me, Ellen, not Sprocket, to see if he's flirting.
I guess you'll find out.
I guess you'll find out depending on how good your human perception roll is.
It's a 13.
Yeah, no, you're not quite sure. You're just an awkward teenager.
I love
Human
sparring.
perception from you.
Everyone watching.
You don't have much to do while you're convalescing. You can kind of sit on the couch with your foot up.
Remember how I said that he hates people?
Yeah, you don't get it.
It's a -4.
Oh my god!
She's going to do him bodily harm.
Kids in their Zumba.
I'm just like, Nod is just like a lamb. It probably is innocent. Maybe it's not. I'm also still kind of loopy.
Yeah.
Are you preoccupied?
I think Wax can hear it, and so
roll your human perception
for the sake of it.
Oh, did you crit?
Yeah,
So did I. We both crit. You crit succeeded or
I
failed?
crit succeeded.
I crit
yeah.
failed.
Yeah.
There's something about hearing it and not seeing it that makes it clearer to you. That you hear the timbre in his voice.
Yeah, and that he's flirting.
It's not so much that he's flirting. Quite likes being
Pushed around.
woman handled. He's a smaller guy and he quite likes having throws and grapples and stuff demonstrated.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's really impressive. Oh,
Nod or prod,
hear-
am I right?
You hear the waver in his voice every so often when he's like, oh, that's a really good move. Yeah, you got a tight grip.
Wax will further disassociate from the room
Yeah, Sprockett's none the wiser. She'll just be
and
like, thank you.
retreat further into himself as his father's sanctum is being like somehow dishonored, but also like what the fuck is even happening? So
I mean, there's more life here than there has been for years.
That's what Spitfire's
exactly. So he dives further into the programs that he's working with and explores and starts equipping his new cyber deck, which he's got the new covering for, the old covering over the new equipment, and with his bodysuit, he starts getting those programs installed and readying up.
I don't want to tell you what your style is, but I get this impression that you put the bodysuit goes on, but then the kimono jacket goes on over the bodysuit to add it, give it some dynamism, some flair, and some movement.
Yeah, it's a flowing energy that he has.
Cool.
So, like a samurai.
Yeah, I really like that.
With his, he has a sword and submachine gun and a pistol.
As they did in old.
That's right. Like the old samurais with their bows and swords, he now has guns and swords.
You guys know Wax pretty well by now. It's quite obvious that he sort of intentionally hasn't turned on Daedalus, and he's obviously going through some stuff and processing some stuff. There's programs running in the background.
Yeah.
And you get to convalesce with your girlfriend, essentially, your partner, and you two of you fall back into a rhythm that it's like you were never apart. It's one of the few glimmers of light in this fucked up wasteland.
I think it's a weirdly energized Spitfire in a way that, like, he's already an eccentric guy, but in a kind of like dripping with sarcasm and irony. Generally, this is a bit more of like a lighter Spitfire, and he's being fueled by something else.
Jimmy, I do have a few questions though.
Yeah, I mean,
I was chatting with your agent, David. It seems we just have a lot in common. I just kind of wonder why that is.
You fucking damn well know why that is.
You just couldn't let me go, could ya? You couldn't move on.
Look, consider it a way to keep at least some semblance of sanity.
I thought I drove you crazy.
In all the best ways.
Aww.
There's a difference between driving someone crazy and being fucking annoying.
Well, I thought Avid was a bit actually annoying. Is that really what I'm like?
No, she's been malfunctioning lately, and I've been trying to fine-tune her. We've had conversations about this, and she was a bit too optimistic. Let's face it, you are, but you're not. We're scavengers, It's just, it's the way it was. But, since I've been at Heaven, things have been a little bit different, and it's been a transition.
Yeah, tell me more about that. You bought into that whole thing?
It's not like it happened overnight. I started off a corp, I ended up a scavenger. This is something real.
They're a bunch of anarchists. How does it work? How does it run? It just seems like just waiting for someone to take advantage of the whole thing.
This is a place where what's important is the community. People are welcome. We fit ourselves horizontally. We're not looking up at the skyscrapers of some corp tower waiting for the shit to roll down. It works. I mean, I'd have been the last one to say it, but, God damn it works.
Well, maybe there's a place for me and the kid there.
I mean, I was hoping you'd say that.
Hey, what about the hair?
What about it?
Well,
you don't like it?
You just I mean, I like it on me. It is a little strange on you.
I mean, it was
I
an
have
homage.
to say. Yeah, okay, there's a fine line between homage and just ripping off.
I mean, I didn't make it long.
It's the exact same shade.
You don't have a monopoly on red. We're in the fucking time of the red.
Look at you, but it's just not you. Come on.
Well, what would you prefer?
You've always been more of a silvery techno kind of thing.
Silver?
Yeah, what? No? You don't think so? I think that would look badass.
I can't rock silver.
Come on.
What am I,
of course
insane?
You can. I think it would be hot.
I mean,
you got this whole machine.
I'm sorry,
metal.
say that again?
I said I think it would be hot.
He changes his hair to silver.
Gross.
Out of curiosity, does Wax hear this?
Yeah, I mean, the space isn't huge.
Great.
Yeah.
He further disassociates
Just like,
and retreats
It's
inwards.
so funny that Wax is like the playboy, string of broken hearts behind him, and yet he's going on this like journey of growth and self-realization, and he has to see all these people acting like fucking teenagers around
Well,
him.
they're having moments with family, and he's like, "Well, I can't," or like soon to be family or friends, and he's like, "Well, can't have that."
Yeah.
I can't have any of that.
Well, if
you could
Vlad tries
talk to him. He's in the computer.
And he chooses not to.
Vlad tries to crawl on your shoulder and give you a little muzzle.
I mean, just saying, if you'd spent a little more time not making them X's, maybe you would have someone to talk to.
Maybe they wouldn't all try and kill me.
So here you have this bubble in the most unlikely of places, underneath the center of the hot zone, the worst of the destruction, not just in Night City, but globally.
Yeah.
This was the flashpoint that ended it all. And beneath the ruins, there's a bubble of safety, but the things outside are scratching at the door. And that's the reality still when you wake up the next morning. Feeling much refreshed. Your bruises, Sprocket, are starting to heal. Mm-hmm. Everyone who's taken a rest here gets their body and with the hit points back. If
with
they've
the
taken
speed heal vial,
they get double.
Double your body into your... Well, I'm back at full health, baby.
Wax is still pretty hurt. It's damage directly to the brain.
I think you meant like emotionally.
Yeah.
Oh, that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine how that feels. Probably unpleasant.
Yeah, it's like a migraine.
Oh, yeah.
Like
just
a
all
constant splitting headache.
day.
Oh, dude.
So what's on the cards for today, people?
Wax asks Spitfire to give him a hand with some of the unfinished tech items.
So there's several things you could achieve here. As I said, there's about 1,000 eddies worth of materials for any sort of upgrades you want to do or repairs to your or your colleague's armor.
Yep.
And as Wax points out, there are a couple of damaged or half-finished projects.
Yes. The other thing that he's been inspired to do based on the impending threat outside and kind of the addition of a few biotoxin arrows is he realized the thing that fires the arrows should also, get a bit of a schmick upgrade. So he's looking to change his crossbow from a standard quality weapon to an excellent quality weapon.
So this is all about the weight of the mechanism and the balance of it. It's not about changing it out completely. It's about refining.
He'll kind of look at those items and he'll note that the smart glasses are going to be the first one on his agenda after he's worked on his own.
Sprocket's armor could also use a few points. Just throwing that out there into the void.
Let's have a look at the gear list so we can see how much these things will set us back.
The tech must purchase materials of the same price category of the item being upgraded, which installing the upgrade consumes.
Premium, so it's 100 eddies worth to upgrade the crossbow.
The DV you roll against and the time it takes to install the upgrade is based on the price category of the item you're upgrading.
Premium.
Premium is a DV17, takes a full day.
So if you want to upgrade your crossbow, that'll take you the whole day.
Yeah.
The smart glasses, expensive, 500 eddies.
Sprocket, if Sprocket comes to me at the armor, let's work that out now.
What you're doing here is assessing the different projects in front of you, seeing how much
Based on the
materials they're going to
materials
take
we have,
and how long that they will take. You're wearing a light armor jack.
Yeah.
Premium, 100 eddies.
And we have $1,000 worth, 1,000 eddies worth of materials?
Yeah, it looks like you just won't have enough time to use it all.
How long is both the armor and the smart glasses going to take us?
The repair things are in the tech skills. Basic tech, what did I say? Expensive. DV21, 1 week.
So that's for smart glasses.
Yeah.
Okay, well then he'll leave that aside for a moment. Can I get the armor? Was that 1 week?
It's the 1 day.
Well, that's 2 days worth of stuff. Those will be his first 2 projects for now, and then we'll see how we go from there.
So you spend the first day on which?
My own.
Your own project.
That is a 23.
Yeah.
What he loves to do as well is Spitfire, especially with something like his own weaponry, he'll take it completely apart. He goes over to a workbench. What he notices as junk, he just kind of sweeps across, just kind of plants his crossbow on there, flips it upside down so the handle's facing up, and gets to work completely dismantling it.
Methodical.
Oh, yeah. He wants to be able to
methodical.
Look at it inside and out, see what are kind of the best places to kind of reinforce. Is he just looking for a better grip that he can utilize? Is he going to tighten the bowstrings or use better quality? Like just all the different ways that he can actually fine-tune this thing.
And does he listen to music while he works?
Ooh, that is interesting. You know what he does? He wants something a bit light.
Sort of ambient, lo-fi hip-hop. There's definitely some of that.
It would
available.
It would be that, but that's not his idea.
It's not
of
his
chill.
idea of relaxing.
His idea of relaxing is something that'll make him laugh. And so what he does is he talks to Avid and he asks whether there's anything in the databanks of old radio talkback shows.
Make me a library search check, please.
Of course he's an Uncle Bob fan.
Well,
Jesus.
this is Daedalus's library, right? You cannot get on CityNet from where you are. You are cut.
interesting.
You guys are cut off. But he, as I said, he has a library of stuff.
Maybe he has a really obscure pirate radio selection.
Who knows?
Crit failed and got a total of 3.
There's definitely
There's one.
What do you
There's the
mean?
one time where Uncle Bob interviewed garbage.
Oh, right. Yes. So
Literal trash.
you kind of give Avid like a really offhand. You're like, can you find me something to?
Can you just give me some Uncle Bob? Just give me some.
How would
you know.
Do you know about that? How would
I feel like that old, because one thing that he is he's so disenfranchised with the time of the Red now.
So you're a bit of a historian.
He's a bit of a historian. He doesn't listen to Uncle Bob because he agrees with a lot of what's said. He thinks he's
slice of the
fucking
past.
nut job.
Yeah.
But it's like Night City Arcana.
I found some recordings in Daedalus's archives. This is him talking to garbage for 6 hours.
Holy shit! Yes, put that on.
Hey, that's all right. It's Uncle Bob. I'm here with Garbo. This is a plastic bag. It's a black plastic bag. It's got the yellow string tops. How are you, Garbo? Yeah, that's great. Listen, I want to talk to you about what do you think people's boots are? How do people wear boots? What are they for, if not oppressing the masses and stepping down on others? I think it's important that the punks out there put on boots so they can elevate themselves above others to inspire others to rise up. However, if you see a corp wearing boots, it's a power of oppression. What do you think about that?
Hey, Avid, chuck this into Jane's feed as well. So just
She looks at her agent.
You
She's like,
bitch. That's terrible.
fuck is... It's kind of funny, actually. What? What are you listening?
garbage. Literal garbage. It's great.
Sounds about right.
Pizza boxes are a notoriously excellent way to get calcium into your diet. This cheese that covers both the bottom and the top, get that into your body.
The way this relaxes him generally as well is he likes to make a game to see if any of it he retains,
Right, okay.
and like what he kind of gleans from it as he's working. It's just
As the player who played Uncle Bob, I hope that no one retains anything that
Anything that
Uncle
he
Bob
says.
says.
Yeah, I honestly think you should get like a minus point to wisdom.
It's not even a stat and you still get minus.
not a stat.
You lose cool.
Let's talk wax. Let's talk personal projects.
Yeah, so Wax firstly ignores that nonsense that's coming over.
Yeah.
That sounds
bizarre
like
shit that your dad has on file for some reason.
stupid. It sounds like what a moron would say. Only a complete
Rubbed up moron.
and only a complete idiot and someone who has no concept of themselves or others would say. Yeah.
Yeah. And instead...
And instead, he's going to move towards a more personal project. He's firstly going to open up his agent
Hi, Wax.
and say goodbye
Oh,
as he uninstalls the...
it's been fun.
And he breaks it up, like he breaks up with all of his girlfriends and boyfriends, fast and with very little contact and very little explanation.
Are you a
Ghosting your
ghoster?
agent.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, Wax is a ghoster.
Yeah.
It's his-
That's
it's
why
it-
so many
it's-
people want to kill you.
It's in his
Yeah.
net running style.
Yeah.
In, get
Out.
the goods, out. Gone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, don't wait around. Same with relationships.
You hear that, kids?
Band-Aid.
Don't wait around.
Look, it's not a role model, okay?
It is cool, though.
Yes, so you uninstall your previous agent, which
Yes.
is interesting because you haven't actually succeeded in creating a new AI
You
yet.
might have no one.
Wax backs himself.
Cool.
Wax is going to open up the Daedalus AI.
Hey, kid.
Right, so you're going to come into my agent now.
It's interesting. It won't be me completely. It'll be more of an imprint of my tendencies.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I'm after. What I'm interested in is maybe carrying a bit of him around.
Okay, I get that. Feels a little bit like I'm training my replacement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to work for me now.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
against it. It's just
No,
funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah. You want
Right.
help with that? It's a
Sure. Let's figure out what we don't need for you.
well. I guess most of the memories aren't going to be that pertinent. That'll save us a lot of compression room.
Great.
Do you want to keep the stuff about Biotechnica, the
Yeah.
site I worked
Yeah,
on?
that's important.
That's going to be useful if you guys
Absolutely.
go break in.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But
Anything about, like,
Personal.
personal stuff, get rid of that.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah.
Oh.
No worries.
Cool.
I understand. Yeah. Well, let's start
That'll save a lot of space.
axing that.
Yeah, great.
So it's an electronics check. It's a DV20.
Roll to get rid of Dad.
And I've got +2 from both Spitfire and the AI itself.
Spitfire
Why-
needs
yeah.
to make an electronics check
Okay.
to help you. Yeah.
Lucky you've asked me because this is 10, 14. Base of 18. 38.
So what's the problem that you run into that you need Spitfire's help with exactly?
I double crit as well.
We both double critted.
So I have on base,
Holy
I
shit.
had
On
18
a-
and I rolled 2 10s.
I sit with a 14 and I rolled, that's 34.
You meet like a tiny issue and you just hold your agent out and Spitfire just like looks up, nods, scrolls to the settings, changes one thing,
I feel like
hands it back.
he doesn't even look away from his crossbow. Like, he doesn't move away from it, just like sees it. Just enough for him to be like, huh, that's what you're doing. Fucking interesting. You're downgrading an AI.
Yes.
Like, that's it. Like, you're downgrade. Interesting.
I'm fucking butchering an AI to
a
keep,
very sophisticated AI.
to keep its basic imprint of its personality and to remove all of its kind of higher intellect sort of stuff. And I'm just getting like the base level of it.
While I got you though, I gotta ask, what the hell were you doing in the old net?
What do you mean?
The main reason you must have found this place is because you triggered Wings, or the prototype, on my old deck. And that gave you the file and that led you here, right?
Yeah, no. Someone tried to kill me.
Right. With a rabbit?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
They had one?
Yeah, they had a rabbit. Well, I think the rabbit probably had them, but like,
More likely. Well, who was this? Who was this guy?
Wax won't say anything and kind of continues on.
That's fucked. They should know they're playing with fire.
Yeah, well, I fucked it off.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you do to it?
Trapped it, basically.
That's about the only way you can do it. You isolate them. Make sure no one else comes across that thing.
Yeah.
I knew you'd be okay. You're my kid, so I knew you'd get out of there okay. But just make sure you're more careful going forward. The Biotechnica site, I was working on the rabbits, and I did a few things to them to try and see what would work. So they've gone a bit more nuts.
Wax
in
is
that
going
server.
to tweak dad advice down.
Looks like the compression algorithms are at work. You just have to hit compile, and that'll be me. Downgrade it. Pocket size. Thanks for coming to find me, I guess. You sure you don't want to hear about the time I
Compile.
met Rach? Hey, kid.
Hey,
Wow, this is different. Anything I can do for you?
just sit tight.
Sure.
Cool. Thanks, Dad.
Standing by.
Bye.
Roll to Cast Feed the Beast is a Baby Beard media production. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and all our podcasts are on Spreaker, Spotify, YouTube, and all good podcatchers. You can support us on Patreon at www.patreon.com/babybeard. Cyberpunk Red and all associated properties are trademark of R. Talsorian Games. Used with permission.